What is good, everybody, and welcome back to another Minimum Mondays. My name is Paul, and for today's video, we've got a very special one to present to you today. These are the Jordan 4 White Cement 2025. We were able to get a pair of these early to go ahead and unbox, review, and of course, see on the toe, featured with a few different outfits from our website. Now, if you do enjoy this style of content where we bring in the sneakers that you want to see, some of them even early, please be sure to go ahead and communicate that to us by liking today's video and subscribing to the channel with notifications on. This is going to be the best way to let us know to keep this style of content coming, as well as the early sneakers. But additionally, it'll help us reach more kind folks like yourself, and it'll enable you not to miss any future uploads, including the one that's coming next week where we style these shoes with 3 more additional outfits. Finally, as we do in every video, we will be providing all the links to the garments featured in today's video in the description below for your viewing pleasure. So be sure to go ahead and check that out, along with our vast catalog of garments, which we believe is so diverse that there's literally something for anybody regardless of your aesthetic. But now, with all of that being said, let's go ahead and jump right into the sneakers, the White Cement Jordan 4 2025, beginning with the unboxing. The sneakers do come in a very familiar box with the lid featuring the Jumpman Flight logo, as well as the white cement decorated bottom portion of the box with the size tag, the color code, and of course the Nike Air logo on the opposite side. And now, getting into the box, the sneakers do come encased in some tissue paper that does feature that white cement detailing, and here we have the sneakers. White Cement Jordan 4 has always had such a special place in sneaker lore because the Jordan 4 is arguably one of the best silhouettes for sneaker of all time. For its time back in 1989, it did feature some technology that had never seen before, which we will be elaborating on in today's video. But additionally, the white cement specifically is one of the most beautiful color blockings of all time, and actually was a part of the original 4 Jordan 4s that released. There really is something so special about the black paint splatters sitting atop the cement gray, with the upper being predominantly white, so it's super versatile. It's no wonder why this shoe is so celebrated by so many. Now, really zoning in on the upper, you do have an upper that is predominantly made of leather overlays as well as underlays, with very familiar characteristics that make up the Jordan 4, that being the rubberized cage that does sit atop the very soft mesh, making the shoe a very breathable. You also have the wings that are comprised of TPU. The eye stays also comprised of TPU, as well as the TPU heel tab featuring the classic Nike Air logo. This is in stark contrast to the Jumpman logo that we have seen on other Jordan 4s, but again, these being a timeless classic, they had to hit these with the Nike Air, and I'm really happy that they did so, as I know I'm not alone in this. I think all of us sneakerheads do have such an affinity to seeing that beautiful Nike Air logo on the back, but I digress. Moving on through the sneaker, we do have the technology that really revolutionized sneakers for that time period, designed by Sneaker Hatfield. We do have the encapsulated air sole unit at the forefoot, as well as the window, which also does feature Nike Air. I really can't emphasize it enough. For the time period, as it relates to sneaker design, this was revolutionary. And finally, moving on to the outsole, you have a herringbone outsole, multi-directional, with the stars located at the tip of the shoe. Just an absolute classic banger of a sneaker. The White Cement Jordan 4 2025 is undoubtedly one of the most anticipated sneakers to release for all of the reasons that I just mentioned. History, they're crazy versatile as it relates to the color blocking. They come in the beautiful silhouette that is the Jordan 4, and since 1989 we have only seen these shoes released 5 times, with this time probably being the highest chance of getting them full retail, because the word is stock numbers are pretty high. So it looks like Jordan Brand does want us to enjoy these sneakers, which is in stark contrast to the very limited releases that we've seen already this year. Now, just before we go ahead and see these on the toe styled with some garments from the website, I did want to discuss sizing, because with the Jordan 4 from time to time, it can get a little bit confusing dependent on which Jordan 4 you're talking about. There is the standard Jordan 4, there's the SB Jordan 4, which does have a little bit more padding, padding can get confusing if you've never owned a Jordan 4 before. But for these sneakers here, I do recommend just going true to size with whatever you take in standard Nike sneakers. That's what I did, electing to go for my true size of a size 9, and these fit perfectly. But with that being said, let's go ahead and see these on the toe. For this outfit, I went with a base layer that's just a plain white tee, and over that is the perfect zip-up hoodie in God Gray. This piece just restocked for the 3rd time after selling out very quickly, so I do suggest hitting the link below to check this one out, as from what it looks like, everyone that picked up this hoodie is very much so pleased with it. The perfect zip-up hoodie is constructed from a 550 GSM heavyweight French terry fabric and is very soft yet breathable, while having a durable and heavyweight element to it, just screaming quality. It is finished with concealed pockets at the side seams and a heavyweight zipper closure featuring the LWH cross zipper pull. It is designed to fit relaxed with a drop shoulder and crop finish. Here I'm wearing a size medium, and as you can see, it finishes as such. So for that reason, I do recommend taking your true to size for intended fit. The bottoms are the G04 Relaxed Flare denim, which is constructed from 13 ounces of 100% denim, treated with a custom wash protocol, producing unique whiskering and this beautiful wash found on each specific pair. This entirely new fit is designed from scratch, featuring longer rise, more room in the thigh and seat, finishing with a slight flare at the bottom ankle opening. Proportionally speaking, I love how this outfit looks from the top to the bottom, and what's really nice about the Jordan 4 White Cement is that they are hyper versatile. They're a very fire sneaker, one that is instantly recognizable, but they're not going to draw all the attention to them, making an outfit that just flows very nicely. Now, if you are interested in these garments, go ahead and shop these pieces in the description below. But additionally, if you want to see more outfits styled with these sneakers, go ahead and like today's video and subscribe to the channel with notifications on, so that way you don't miss next week's video, which is all about styling the Jordan 4 White Cement 2025. And because that is where we're going to be ending today's video, go ahead and let your comments be known down below what you think about the Jordan 4 White Cement 2025. Do you plan on picking them up? Are you excited for this release of an iconic classic? Or is this going to be an easy skip for you? I know a lot of you guys still have your 2016 pairs, which is why skipping out on this one absolutely does make sense. But with that being said, I'd like to thank the Minimal community so much for continuing to support us, and I will see you again next week for another Minimal Monday.